Let's go ahead and begin.
I don't know after all that conversation.
Right.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, roll call.
Dan Pillow,
Here.
Mindy Auel,
Here.
Kathy Byess,
Here.
Ann Pillow,
Here.
Al Glick,
Here.
Pam Jackson.
Here.
All right, we'll start off with the clerk's report as soon as she's ready.
You have minutes from the May 16th council meeting.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes for May 16th.
I'll second it.
Oh, this is for me to bring up to them about the street needs repaired.
Al seconded.
Motion by Pam, seconded by Al. Did she send you that in the email?
Never mind, it's okay. I thought the dates sounded weird.
Is there any further discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Mindy Auel,
Yay.
Kathy Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
You have the minutes from the special council meeting,
Oh,
joint
okay.
council meeting on March the 23rd.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from March the 23rd.
Second. Motion by Pam Jackson, second by Ann Pillow. Is there any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Mindy Auel,
Yay.
Kathy Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
You have pay ordinance number 4A. This is for biweekly payroll that was paid on March the 18th. Dispersed from the general fund $2,187.38. From the water fund, $1,011.74 for a combined total of $3,199.12.
Make a motion to accept 4A.
I'll second it. Motion by Al Glick, second by Ann Pillow. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Mindy Auel,
Yay.
Kathy Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
You have payroll 4B. Again, this is for biweekly payroll that was paid on April the 3rd. Dispersed from the general fund, $2,483.65. From the water fund, $1,030.19 for a combined total of $4,513.84.
I'll make a motion to accept or to pay ordinance number 4B 2026.
I'll second it.
Motion by Ann Pillow, second by Al Glick. Any discussion?
I just had a discussion about the sick hours that Tony used. I thought he was taking vacation time. How did he use sick hours for vacation? He got paid out. He was taking 3 days of vacation
He
time.
put in a form for 2 vacation and 1 sick.
Well, he only had 8 hours of paid vacation, and the rest was sick time on here.
I don't do payroll.
How many hours does he have left of sick time? Every time
Well,
we get a payroll thing.
he's got over five years of sick time, because sick time can accrue until they get ready to retire from here, because they can get 960 hours if they have that much on the books, if they spend the time of 25 years with the Village of Addyston, and that's according to the Ohio State Revised Code. However, since council has changed it to part-time, he will not be accruing anything after April or May 1st, but he still has time on the book that he will be entitled to use, because that should be considered, or is considered, a part of the man's wages.
Okay, but I'm just asking that, but if he took vacation days, how did he get paid for sick leave?
Because
if
he put in a new form and requested sick leave.
How can you do that?
I don't understand that.
If it's not sick leave, it's not sick leave.
You have another one of these.
Using his hours up.
It's
You
been,
can't do that.
it's been done in the past, and I can go and I can pull minutes and I can show you. You had a chief of police that I took and paid sick leave, and you guys changed the rules, and you amended it, so we added in 7 days of,
That was for disability, he got hurt
for
on the job.
disability, but I was told that to put the time back on his card. There's things that have happened over the years where this has happened. There was even a suggestion one time that we just combine all the leave and they can use it for whatever.
I mean, there's nothing personal against you, Margaret, we're just trying to figure out how you can use sick leave, and we knew it was supposed to be 3 days of vacation, he wasn't sick. And as we can see on every pay ordinance, there is sick leave just about every time.
Time he
I
gets
think the
paid.
last time there wasn't.
Where there's rules
One
in
pay
your
period.
manual.
And the rules are right
that
here,
You can
plain
do
as day.
something about that.
I know, if you're off more than 3 days, you gotta have a doctor's excuse, correct?
You can ask for a
3
doctor's excuse.
consecutive days.
Less than that you can. If we feel that we need to question the sick leave, we have the right to do that. It's in our current manual. Right below the one, it talks about the 3 days. I mean, I just feel like, oh, if I don't get what I want, I'll just use a sick day. I mean, that's not, and those sick days aren't gonna go away from him, like she said, they'll stay there to use them for when he is sick. I mean, it's just,
So they weren't concurrent, they weren't happening at the same time.
No, there was
Oh.
2 days and then another, because he didn't have enough vacation, he put in for the other sick day.
For
to receive
vacation
pay.
time. He
This
used the
has just
sick
been
time
last
for
week.
vacation time, is what we're questioning, like, how can he do that?
I guess he has the right, if he has sick
No.
time, to take 1 day of sick
Not-
time and then vacation.
so if you're not sick, it's okay to use your sick
Sick
for
time.
whatever you want.
Well, this is 18.35
So if you have to have a
hours.
doctor's
I don't think so.
excuse.
2 of those are,
It's your right.
2.5
You don't
days.
use it, you lose it, so you also use it.
but it was
Wow.
not considered 3 consecutive
But I think he put it for
days.
3 days of vacation time first, and then he took it back, and then put in 2 days of sick time. So he put in for the vacation first, and because he didn't have the time, then he put in for the sick time. That's what I'm getting at, like, how can you give a paper for vacation time, well, oh, I don't have enough time, so I'm gonna put in for 2 days of sick time.
Yeah, and then,
Well, I
you know,
didn't
it goes
approve
through several,
vacation time.
it goes through, several people. If he didn't have enough time, he should have been advised, you know, or you realize you're gonna be off the payroll or whatever.
Off without pay. I just don't know how you put in for vacation time and then you don't have it and you can use sick time. It wouldn't fly where I work at all. They would be like,
I
no.
didn't approve the vacation.
I'm just talking about the sick time, that's
So-
what he used for
So
vacation.
who approves it? That's,
Well, no,
approves
I
the-
approved the two sheets I have was for sick time and vacation. That's what I approved, is what I'm saying.
Doesn't make sense to me.
was it before he took off or after? That should be in before he takes his time off.
Yes, it should.
And it's not. Is that what we're saying?
Not this one wasn't.
I mean, we don't know. We don't see that paper. I mean, it's crazy for us to have to
There
ask.
again, why doesn't, if I get them on Monday, why didn't somebody else come down and look at the stuff?
When do you get them? Monday?
Monday of the pay week,
So when do you get the next one?
next Monday.
I'll come down and look at it. I ain't got a problem with that.
I just go
Go
ahead,
ahead,
Dan.
Pam.
Go ahead.
If we have a system in place, that been in place for a lot of years. I don't know what somebody else coming to look at it, not saying you should now, so. But
I'm just saying,
it is what it is.
every time you look on this thing, you've got sick time or vacation time.
But
Yeah.
I
there,
mean,
there,
it's gotta be running
And
out sometime.
If it belongs to him, he's allowed to take
but
it.
there is something in your
Well, on the
policy
sick time, you're not gonna
that-
get ahead of
about
time.
abuse.
Yeah, you can't. It seems like it's a pattern. We realize he's probably trying to use his time up. But how can we, as an employer, even knowing that person, you know, he's gonna be using this leave whenever he feels like using it. It just seems like it's like we're seeing it. It's happened in the past year. We've been questioning this and questioning this and questioning this. This is not the first time we questioned this because we're seeing so much of it.
I mean, like for sick time, for instance,
Right, sick
like
time.
I don't get like a sheet of paper ahead of time.
Right,
That never comes ahead of time.
right,
Cause they call off.
unless it's a scheduled thing for something medical, maybe.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we still have the right to ask, cause it seems like it's a pattern, like, there's other things too that we probably don't even know about that happens, but I mean, as far as what we see, it's like every pay. I think I was unusual, the last one, I think 2 weeks ago, I think it was, he actually worked 80 hours. I was like, wow, that's unusual.
My question still is it his time to take?
Yeah, for sick leave.
Yeah, but he's
So
using,
you're-
he's using
you're
sick leave for vacation time, is what we're saying. They shouldn't be able to do that.
He asked for 3
Yeah,
days
but the rules
vacation.
in place say you can take 3 days without a doctor's excuse, and Pam, I think you said that somewhere in the rule it says we can,
Yeah, right after it talks about
We
the
can
3 day
look-
consecutive days, it says that we have the right to ask for it, even if it's 1 day. Just in the same paragraph, in the
Yeah.
policy, that hasn't changed in years.
so that's what you're trying to get to now,
Right.
being able to ask, or asking on 1 day?
Especially if it's a
So if it
pattern, it's
says
every
3
Friday.
days, or if we can
it's
ask
every
within
Monday.
1 day, then I guess you need to make it clear every time he takes off, you want me to
Want a
ask him for
doctor
a
note.
doctor's note.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's like, it's a lot of leave, and we know that, it's been happening the last year. You know, and if it's different, if you have a condition or something like that,
Mhm.
there's things that cover you for that.
FMLA
Yeah,
covers that.
then there's no questions asked.
I mean, there is
So
unscheduled
make,
sick days.
so make a
but
motion to
not
take it back
to
from him.
vacation.
Yeah,
Right.
I just feel like if it was vacation to start with, we don't, if that's what was asked, cause I guess he's not just saying, oh, I'm gonna be off the next 3 days, at least I hope not. I think we should have a paper that says, you know,
Maybe
is it
he
okay to
changed
take
because
off?
he got sick.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or did he say he was sick? Tell him that.
I
I
mean,
know.
you know,
Did he
he may
say it?
change it, hey,
Then ask
I'm
for a
not going on
note.
vacation, I'm sick.
He
We're
could have
so
done
wishy-washy, I just never, I just don't believe
Well,
it.
what she's saying is,
So look at it.
he's
It's crazy.
asking for 3 days vacation, and then
He
when
didn't
he
have
finds out he ain't got the vacation, he
It's
wants to come
obvious.
back and do the sick leave.
Then he says he's sick.
So it's,
Yeah.
that don't
Yeah,
make
I
sense.
think
Yeah,
that
he asked
kinda,
for a note.
So we have to determine whether he was sick or not sick.
Well, then
Well,
that's what we ask
doctor's
for a
gotta
doctor's
determine
note.
that.
When you ask him,
Nothing.
We just need a paper for it.
yeah, and if not, the only other option I see is that I'm sure he's accumulating a couple more days before
Mhm.
May is here. Just say, hey, you owe those back.
Gotta put that in the form of a motion, I just can't do it because
Well,
you're Zimmerman.
We're gonna say,
He'll-
tell him we owe those sick days.
No,
He
he
owes them back?
Yours
When-
is vacation.
He'll be
days.
accruing a couple more days probably, maybe, no, not even quite 2 days,
Mm-hmm.
because you only get 3.1 hours.
4.6.
No, that's sick
That's
leave.
sick,
Oh, you're
vacation
talking
is
about sick,
3.1.
3.1, so he's gonna accumulate probably not even enough what he's already used.
But you're saying you want him to pay us
Right,
back.
it just, and then we'll bank his sick leave hours back, he won't be
Yeah,
charged
he
double.
won't lose anything. He's gonna get his sick hours back.
Yeah,
We'll
it's
take the
just-
vacation hours back for the time that he used for vacation for sick leave. I see what you're saying.
right,
That's
How
gonna
much
be
is
I don't
that?
see how we can do that unless we've made that very clear to him on the front end.
well, it's very clear in the policy that you don't take sick leave
Vacation.
to extend your vacation time and anytime you feel like taking off, that's not what that's for.
Okay,
Took sick leave for sick leave.
so,
I mean,
But we knew he
Sick
was
on
going on vacation. That's it. And then he didn't have enough vacation time, so then he put in for sick leave. And it says in that book, you cannot use sick leave for
But
vacation.
was he told, my question is, was he told that he didn't have enough time? I don't know, we're not the ones that get the
yeah, the
form.
vacation, we told him that.
So
So
that's
he
what he
So,
put in for the
okay,
sick
now,
leave.
and see, that's just it. He never gave me the approval for the vacation
Never
days
gave you
you
a
speak
request.
of. He never gave me a request to sign off on that.
So,
So
So
if you take those back, you're opening up a can of
So
worms.
how-
So how'd they get the vacation?
Vacation
days
time
in
approved
the
then.
First place.
Because that, he gave it to me when he gave me after he took off for the sick days, he gave me for the
See,
2
I
sick
can't do
days
that.
and 1
Oh,
When I
vacation.
go to work, I have to put my vacation time in 2 weeks ahead. I can't just go in and be like, here, I'm taking today off and pay me for it.
I mean, so I just don't get it. If you don't request it, you just take it?
You just take it and then request it.
Is that
Be
what we
paid.
do here?
I didn't know he was gonna take multiple days. I only knew of the one.
1 day,
Yeah.
and then ended up being 3. Is that what we're saying?
You're not
I
loyal.
guess, like I said, I didn't get
You're
to
not
sick
loyal
till
to them
later.
anyway, so I don't blame him one bit.
3.5.
Yeah.
As much as you guys screwed him already, so, yeah, take every time you can get.
Mayor,
So, please don't interrupt.
Okay.
So, I guess what I'm asking then, because that is kind of a little confusing to me. So if it says we can ask for if they're off 1 day,
Yeah.
am I gonna do that every single time?
if you feel it's a pattern. I mean, I don't want it to lead to that, I'm just trying to understand what just happened to these 3 days that were vacation. I'm sure it's been happening, who knows, because we don't see those requests.
I mean,
We don't know when you get them.
But he didn't request it ahead of time?
No, he
requested it
the-
after?
After he took, yeah, he requested, he didn't request the vacation time to be approved
No, it
ahead of
has to
time,
be
right? Is that what you're
before.
saying?
Yeah, I didn't get anything
Same.
ahead of time, and that was because
You can't,
it
any
was
job, you
mentioned
can't
we
do
didn't
that at.
have
You
it.
can't just take vacation and then request to be fit.
So honestly now, I
That's
don't
all.
blame him in the least bit, because if that's what we do here, we're
That's
way out of
wrong.
line.
So am I to understand?
Been doing it.
he
normally
didn't
I
request
always
any
approve it ahead of
vacation.
time.
And
This
he took
was
the
a
days
different
off.
Take any
circumstance.
vacation.
This
No,
doesn't
he
happen
only took
every
sick leave.
single
No,
time.
he didn't request vacation time off. If
Right.
you are employed, you have to go to your employer and say, hey, this is my vacation schedule, I'm requesting these days off.
They approve for.
Did
And
he
they
get
approve
any?
or they deny, he didn't do that.
Did
He
he
waited,
get any?
He usually does.
Did he get any
He usually
vacation?
does. This
Yeah, he got
instance,
8
that
hours.
didn't happen that
He
way.
got
One day.
vacation time?
one
Oh.
day, and then he took two sick days to make up for the 2 days that he wasn't getting in vacation pay.
He assumed that he wasn't sick. We don't know whether the man was sick or not.
Well, then we need a doctor's note from him.
Then the policy says 3 days normally.
No, that policy said we
I
could
got-
ask him
we
1 day.
don't- Normally, you ask for a 3-day notice.
We don't
And I
even
don't
do
know
that.
why we're going through all this at this point anyway. Man won't even be here in a little while because you already reduced his time to whatever part-time is. We're using more time now than his sick time, so.
Well, just trying to understand how this works. If that's the case, the remaining of hours that he's got, let him do whatever, because that's what he's been doing, it looks like.
Well, he called off today.
But it's a pattern and it's in your book.
Yeah, it
and
is a
how
pattern. It's
used,
every,
and you
it's
can
every
do
Monday.
something about it.
Obviously not, because it seems like it's a moot point to a few
From going
people.
forward, you have to go by, I mean, you have to,
It
come on, you
just
have to
don't make
request it.
sense.
Did he
You
call
can't
off
just-
sick today?
Yeah.
So then we can ask for a doctor's note for today.
If it's just 1 day, no.
Well, yeah,
We
it says
can't
you
in the
can,
book,
and
right.
by the book.
Did he sign
So
it?
he needs a doctor's note.
And if he questions
Well,
it,
see,
it's
that's
because
just
of
it.
the
He
time.
called in, so I have nothing to
Right.
sign off on.
That's right.
Well, that's different ones,
I mean, okay.
but this is,
You guys created it.
no, yeah, you're right, in many ways.
I know where I
So
work,
I'll
that
ask
not
him-
not
If
one
I'm
day
sick, I
where I work
call.
at.
I mean, if I'm sick, I call, I don't.
Yeah, you need, if
Yeah,
I'm gonna
there's-
ask him for a doctor's
Protect
note
his
for
village.
1 day, I need that in the form of a motion.
I make a motion that
No,
we
you
ask.
can't,
or-
you already
Oh.
got a motion on the floor
About the-
about the pay. You gotta do something about the pay ordinance, then you can make the new motion.
Oh, the pay ordinance, yes.
Yeah,
It's just,
we got a vote.
this is unclear.
Are we finished with that discussion? Call for the vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Mindy Auel,
Yeah,
Kathy Byess,
Nay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Nay.
Now, if you're
Now I
gonna do,
make a motion that, we ask Tony for a, doctor's note for calling off for this Monday, today.
I'll second it.
Motion by Kathy Byess, second by Pam Jackson. Any discussion?
Of course.
Uh,
This is a
yeah.
precedent. This isn't Tony.
Oh, this is for anybody.
Anybody.
That's what I'm
but-
saying.
No, not
This is
just,
a
no, we
precedent
should
that
never
you're
single out
setting.
one person.
And a guy wakes up, you know, feeling kind of bad in the morning
This
and
is-
can't get to work. He says, I just don't
Yeah.
feel like coming.
Okay,
So
I'll-
we have the right to say, you either come to work or bring a doctor's excuse with
Right.
you.
This
Well, I
is,
make a
but this is a
policy.
pattern.
It'll cost
yeah,
some
that's
money.
if there's a pattern.
There's a
If
pattern.
something in there that
It's definitely a
So was your
pattern.
motion
So-
to ask for any
You
employee?
suspect-
I make a motion that we ask any employee
Oh, certainly. be
for a doctor's
reasonable.
note if they're absent from work for one day, if it's a pattern that they're using it every week.
You
Or if
withdraw,
you suspect,
I withdraw the other one.
then
add a second.
I'll second. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a pattern. I mean,
Clear as mud.
I do.
Motion by Kathy, second by Pam. Is there any further discussion?
So, I have a
just
question.
think we're just,
Sure.
oh, I'm sorry, go right ahead.
I'm just trying to understand the pattern thing. So you look at this now and you say it's a pattern. Somebody else calls in, if they call in 2 days, so they gotta do it several times before it's a pattern, or when does this apply? It doesn't make sense to me.
Well, it's been on every pay ordinance.
No, but you're only talking about one person. What are you gonna do about anybody else that calls in?
no one's been doing that for a
Well, see,
while.
then that's,
Well, I get
They
what
haven't.
Ann's saying, because if you're gonna make it a pattern, what's that pattern, and when do you decide that, to enforce that pattern?
And I think it's, again, before we try to solve this, somebody needs to sit down and talk about
disciplinary
whole-
action is
the
what
whole
it is. You
thing.
have to,
yeah, the whole
Yeah.
picture, and try, because obviously there's a
Going
little bit
forward.
of confusion. Yeah, that
there
maybe
needs to be a
that,
plan or disciplinary, yeah,
yeah,
that's
I
just,
mean, it's like at this point, if,
like you said, let it go. May, we have to May, I mean,
he'll still have sick leave, so whatever he's got, 200-300 hours, let him do what he wants. Because he is
as long as
anyhow.
it works within our,
It's not, so,
Rules
but
that we
whatever. We already violate all
It
kinds of
hasn't
rules,
been,
so
so.
what's one more?
yeah.
Seriously. I mean, we all know it. It's like,
Well, I only
I
know
mean,
what I
if you
see
can't see it's a pattern,
occasionally.
I mean, we could pull out every pay, the pay, it's very rare that there's not a sick leave. I mean, people may, he or whomever, an employee may have a health problem situation. That's not to discriminate against anybody, but we still should have the right to know that if it is, then we understand. But this is a lot of leave time. It's very unusual. Very unusual. That you've got, if they're not dependable.
I understand, yeah, I just think we should do research before we just say, pop, we're gonna make this new rule, because we don't know who it's gonna affect and how down the road without, I'm not saying I'm against it, mad or anything, I'm just saying there should be some rules.
And there are things like FMLA, things that protect
Yeah,
the employee
something
and the us.
presented to
Yeah.
council to substantiate what we believe is going on.
Yeah, because it could be a family member, might not even personally be here.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Is there a motion?
There was a motion by Kathy and second by Pam.
All right, any further discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Nay,
Mindy Auel,
May.
Kathy Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
nay.
Al Glick,
Yeah.
Pam Jackson,
Yay.
Mayor. Your vote, please.
And that's for the,
This
The
is
doctor's
for the
note.
1 day for the doctor's excuse.
I don't know, I didn't even hear a couple of them.
just for the one day?
Are they yay or nays?
Wait,
It was 3 and 3.
It was 3 and 3.
I heard 4 and 2, just.
I did too, I heard 4 and 2.
I said
What did
yay.
you say?
I said, yeah.
Okay,
I had Dan nay, Mindy nay, Kathy yay, Ann nay, Al yes, or yay, and Pam yay.
Okay.
So it's 3 and 3.
I'm gonna say nay.
Nay.
Mm-hmm.
I'd just say at this point, with him, we have till May, but going forward, we have to come up with the policy and procedures. We gotta get together and get something right, don't you? I mean, you have to start disciplinary actions for people,
Yeah.
you know? I mean, you gotta have it in writing.
It's there. It's gotta be enforced.
But, right, exactly, that's what I'm saying. Disciplinary
Gotta
action,
enforce
you
it.
gotta
Well, the
enforce it.
motion failed.
It's still there anyhow, but we won't enforce it.
Right.
Well, that's like a
Let
lot of
them do
things,
whatever
and
they
it's about
do.
time we start. We've gotta start doing something. That's why you're in the mess.
Because we
a lot of
still
times
have,
we're in.
I do on the third day.
we
third
still have 2
consecutive
employees
day.
that receive benefits, that have
Yeah.
benefits.
Yeah,
It's
But
already on the
they'll
books, as long as
understand.
he's
People
here.
need to understand, you gotta go, if you're gonna go by the book, go by the book. I mean, there's
Yeah.
no,
Right, I understand sick leave does come after the fact, they
Yeah.
call in, you're not gonna have anything ahead of time, but
Right.
still,
No.
you still can request to see why,
Yeah.
if it's a pattern.
Yeah, you can.
And I respect all of that. I just like to see things, sort of, some documentation, how we came to this point, or that somebody, the Laws and Contracts Committee, or somebody recommended that to us. This is how we wanted to handle this in the future.
But we let him do it.
Well, I think it needs to be
He
more
keeps
clear
doing it,
rather
he
than
kept
just
doing
saying
it,
you
so we
can
let him.
ask for 1 day. Like, that's just all,
It's
to me,
kinda
that
here if you
doesn't,
read,
that
it's-
needs to be,
everything is not totally clear, but it's
that
there.
needs to be clarified a little bit, cause to me, that's kind of, either give me, I have to get it on the 3rd day, I have to get it on the 2nd day, or everybody has to give it on the 1st day. For everybody, that's not just one person. And keep it at that day, not like, oh, well, you can ask it on this day, or you can ask it on this day. I'd like it to be solid.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Next, you have pay ordinance 4C. This is for accounts payable from the general fund, $13,419.31. From the street construction maintenance and repair fund, $2,742.92. From the state highway fund, $190.27. From the water fund, $1,563.56. For the combined total of all funds is $17,916.06.
I'll make a motion to approve 4C.
No second.
Motion by Pam Jackson, second by Al Glick. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Mindy Auel,
Yeah.
Kathy Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
Next you have, we had the bid opening for the truck. Mayor was present, myself. We received 2 bids. The first bid was from Chris Ison for $4,830. The next one was from Kevin Markham for $2,500.
Salter.
Margaret, I may have missed one of them. You said 2 different ones, right?
Yes, I said one was for $4,830 and the second one was for $2,500. You can look at them if you want and make a decision at the next meeting.
What was the first one for, what, 4,000 what?
4,830.
30.
Take it. Wrong.
What's the blue book?
That,
Never told me.
that's.
We're gonna, what about
I think they had a hard time finding, cause it isn't very clear,
Right.
Blue Book, because of it being the commercial type vehicle.
Right. I mean, there's a lot wrong that needs repaired on that truck. I'll make a motion.
Brakes and everything.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the first bid.
I'll second it.
4,830.
Motion by Pam Jackson, second by Kathy Byess to accept the $4,000, is that what you? All right, any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Mindy Auel,
Yay.
Kathy Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Yay.
and Pam Jackson.
Yay.
Sell the man the truck.
Get it out of the
Mad at
truck,
us
yeah.
after he gets it. As soon as he takes it to the shop, he's gonna be mad.
Now if he can do this, I guess. Got a lot of work.
Thing's gonna need a lot of work.
Yeah,
It's shot.
We'll need seals and everything
I
else.
have something to do with the insurance.
Roll down the road or everything.
Good luck with that one. You're gonna need brakes and everything else for that thing.
It's been sitting there for long.
Seals, brakes.
Yeah.
That's what he says
Oh,
every
is
time.
that something?
You're gonna get some overtime with that time.
I hope it's a hobby.
He's gonna have to build battery boxes and
Oh, it's
everything.
shot.
in it.
I looked at it. $1,000.
I did too.
The only other thing that I have for you is that, I did check with Wendy French, who is the representative for our state, village insurance in regards to the skate park. And she said that this would be handled like any other play equipment that would be put on the park over there. And that the approximate annual liability cost for the skate park is under $100. And that is from Wendy French, the senior account manager at the Ohio Municipal Pool Insurance.
Thank you.
Good.
That's all I have in there.
All right, thank you, Margret. One of the things I wanted to bring up is an email that I received today.
Sorry about that.
You're fine. And it's about, it's from Megan Burke writing to me about Baker Lane, and she's requesting that we make some effort to get that road at least patched up. So we've been looking at that, and I've been looking at that with Mike, and I'm hoping that we could at least get that patched up if that's okay with you guys, because I mean, that right now is probably, I wouldn't even consider it a road at this point, but if council's okay with it, and we're looking at maybe saw cutting out some areas, and actually going and getting a truckload now that the blacktop places are open and ready for that, and not just with this one, but I'd also like to add in the other side street down at East Main and just start getting it prepped, ready, saw cut, and then going and getting our loads and start patching.
Did they fix the potholes coming down from Secondhand from your house? There was like yellow or orange cones out there. Because people are parking on that one side, it's hard to get down there with the orange cones sitting there.
That's part of it.
Down that, what road is that?
Oh,
You know what I'm talking
that's
about?
clear. That's,
Is that clear
that's
now?
clear now, yes.
Yeah, I think that was clear.
Can I just interrupt you for 1 minute? I just
Oh,
got a text
Bowman
message
Lane.
from somebody, there's a water main break, a couple doors down from Tammy Duncan, and she says she can't get a hold of anybody. So,
That's always fun.
yeah.
Some guys putting in the
On
new
3 Rivers
meters.
Parkway,
On Three Rivers.
yeah.
Some guys putting the new meters in, or
Yeah.
putting the wrong washers in. They had
Mhm.
a couple of them today.
Counselor, can you just please excuse me for just a minute?
So you can take care of that?
Yep.
Please.
I will get back to this in just a second.
Sorry about that.
I asked Mike
get a hold
today
of
about
somebody?
that,
I got a hold of Mike.
Okay, let me
and
text
That
and
way
her.
he
why
can be-
we were
sorry.
fixing them.
So he
She
can
just
get a hold
texted me
of
about it.
Tony,
And
his
then Tony
son.
will call in the contractor.
No,
Tony's sick.
Tony was all sick today, you know?
Yeah,
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 Get
he was
some
off
overtime.
sick.
get some call on pay.
I know, but it'll be Mike. Usually is Mike. Anyway.
You started a motion.
What address was that, Kathy? real
I don't know,
quick?
she said a couple doors down from her, I live at 378, she's at 374, but she didn't say which way down. So,
Can you text her back and ask her?
I don't even know how she got my phone number first
East or
off.
west?
I'm sure you can see it.
I'm just
Probably
inside
Howard.
around 374.
I wonder if it's the same place we had the one a few weeks ago.
This is why I don't like my phone number to be given out, I might hurt Howard, cause I'm pretty sure he gave my phone number out.
I bet he did.
Oh, I bet he did too. That's why I asked nobody to text my phone, cause I hate it.
Okay, so I just told him around 374.
Okay.
You
She didn't
had a
answer me.
motion started. you
I'm sorry about that.
started up about doing that, but you need to have somebody make a motion.
Okay, so back to the roads. We're back to the thing now. So
Okay.
what I'd like to do is if council's okay with it, and I know there may be enough to do quite a bit in the street and construction maintenance fund. So I want to do as much as we possibly can with what funds we have and get a lot of this stuff done.
That's all I feel like.
Okay. All right, we're on the roll there. So if that's okay with council, I would like to use funding from street and construction and maintenance fund line to start really honing in on some of these areas and get them cleaned up, saw cut, and start getting loads and start patching these roads up.
I'll make,
Quarrying's the other one, Baker, we're doing Baker first.
That's
Okay.
the last alley, right?
Yeah,
Baker's what, the third alley down?
right.
I'll make a motion, we have somebody go down and saw cut them and start patching them up.
It's gonna be our maintenance team.
I'll second it.
doing
Motion by Glick, second by Pam Jackson. Is there any further discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Mindy Auel,
Yay.
Kathy Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Yeah.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
Okay, let's see, the other thing I wanted to bring up that I'd like to see done is I would like to ask council about the, flagpole area down at the park. I was looking into some different costs and things. I would like to be able to remove the stone, the top layer that's a different color, and get the same color, gray caps for the top to cap it off, weed it out and mulch it and get that done soon so that way we have a nice clean look. Cause we have a lot of things going on. The cost would be around $200 to $400 a time, but probably not even that. I would like to be able to do that and just sort of clean up that area and make it look good.
I'll make a motion to do that, yeah. At least it'll look good with everything we're gonna be going through with the 250 coming through. Make it look
I would appreciate that.
for, nice for now, along with some other things we need to do too, but that's one of them.
I'll second it.
It's not, you know,
Motion by
permanent.
Pam, seconded by Kathy, to allow me to just sort of make that look like a finish, cleaned up, whatever. Is there any discussion?
Mayor, Councilman Glick and I were looking at today as a part of our money that we have to spend to do a permanent thing on there. We know that we may need to do something expediently, but we think if we do the suggestions that I was gonna bring up in my grant, we may be able to do something more permanently there.
What grant?
Like
Which-
concrete.
Which one? Which grant?
Are you talking, out of the
I'm not looking
state
to spend
capital
this
grant.
out of this grant funding.
Mhm.
This, I want us to see it cleaned up now.
Sure,
And
I
then
understand
if you
that.
decide to do something different down the road, then it's just mulch.
I have absolutely no problem with that, but I do have a problem with I don't know, the mulch maybe. It's gonna end up everywhere with the kids, but that's okay. If that's what you guys wanna do, that's fine. But we were discussing that and
We got some mulch from the playground.
Yeah, there you go, use that mulch.
We'll take some of that mulch.
It's all over the place.
No.
Are you getting a new
I'm
flagpole
talking
too?
new.
yeah, we talked about that as well.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised
Would
those flags are
like
still
to.
there.
I
be
would
honest.
like to actually talk to Mike about that first, because I think we might have a way to get a pole and getting the weld on a hook and get us one
Okay.
made pretty cheaply.
Okay.
A nice large one,
Yeah, I'm surprised the flags are still there with those kids over there, the majority of them.
yeah.
Wonderful kids.
Anyway, yeah, that was just what I wanted to discuss, the fact that we were looking at getting something permanently done, you know. But
Temporarily, that'll work, just to get it cleaned up around there for
It'll
now.
make it look so much nicer. Is there any other discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
yay,
Mindy Auel,
Yay.
Kathy Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Yeah.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
Thank you so much for that. Now, as far as the brown stones, is there something you planned on for those, or would I be able to use those brown stones and make another bed at the entrance? Where
Where
our
the
entry
sign's
sign
at?
is at?
whatever you wanna do, Mayor, it's fine with us. We'll figure out something. We'll stack them somewhere and use them somewhere else in the park. We couldn't, they were all out of the gray stones when we finished that. We thought the brown stones were a nice contrast, and they were, but whatever you decide to do,
They're missing a stone
we
or
have no
two, ain't
problem
they?
with that.
It's
No,
missing a stone or two, ain't it?
no,
over there?
actually, there were some that needed to be saw cut, and they didn't get saw cut to put back in.
Yeah.
And we
Oh,
talked
okay.
about that today as well, getting those back in, saw cut back in the brown stones.
I just think the gray one
All
was
right.
better with the gray.
I don't think I have, I don't have anything else right now. Go and move on to our solicitor. I don't know if you had anything for council.
Just the code enforcer, Mr. Management, emailed me today. We've been going back and forth trying to get on top of some stuff, and he emailed me some files. And you click on them, they're all different properties. But a particular concern today was Three Rivers property. I'm trying to think of the
376.
property. Did you email?
Oh,
a
I
picture?
emailed you guys some pictures
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
fight
okay.
outside with the knife being pulled.
The
Yeah.
bare naked,
Yeah.
not the bare naked ladies. It's the bare naked plaintiff.
Bare naked guy this
The
time.
naked karate girl is bare naked.
all
So anyway, I went in and pulled that file out of all the
Here's
others that
yeah.
I have. And when I say that, the Rivers Berkeley address, there was a notice and some warnings and all this type of stuff going back to 2023 with that property. And I emailed Ed back and said, and we probably wouldn't look too good if I filed a lawsuit and go downtown and on a 2023 notice, if we're gonna do something about it, or about any other property. I know we talked, there was this couple in here last time I was here that are up there with the next door neighbor, those types of situations. If it's not something that code enforcer can do on his own, or that can be done where the sheriff is called, if we have to do these legal actions, I think we need to start from scratch with any of these properties. They should get a new notice, whatever. Doesn't
Should it
take
take another 2 or 4 years?
No. So these notices are, 30 days, whatever, I forget what they are, but they're very short-term notices. And I'm not gonna go into court with a 2-year,
I
3-year-old
understand,
notice.
but I've been putting up with it for 4
Okay.
years now.
Okay.
Twenty-three.
How's another 30 to 60 days then? Because it's 4 years looks bad when I go into the judge and say, yeah, here's a notice that was sent to these. Well, how do we know these are even the same people who live there? I mean, I can't, I actually, just be honest with you, I would look like an idiot,
Okay.
okay?
I understand where you're coming from.
Right,
But you
I
have to
understand
understand
if-
where we're coming from too.
okay.
All the people who live down on Three Rivers Parkway that are tired of this.
You have made yourself clear on that, and I'm just telling you, if you want something done, let's get the citation in, let's get the ball rolling, the council can decide, you want me to be filing lawsuits over these people? And the way I wanna see it done really is, you guys figure out which property you're gonna go, and the mayor, whoever, council, you need to vote, whatever you wanna do, however you wanna handle
We
these.
got plenty.
How would the judge deal with it anyway if you were taking something that Bob wrote up?
I don't even know what Bob wrote up, because I don't know what there was, I mean, this stuff all was
Oh,
before, I wouldn't be bringing something that Bob wrote up, it's not his pleadings, it's the notices of the violations that were delivered to the people.
Yeah.
And Ed has those in his file. I don't know what Bob had, I don't know what he did.
He had a whole case that was typed up.
I haven't seen it.
So Ed just needs to start over, go
So-
back down there, give him a violation, and then start from there and then
Boom.
get the ball rolling.
So, what I'd like to see, if you want me to go down there and do these, is we show up and, yep, I'm here once a month, twice a month, and here's, the council could say, the code enforcer has brought to our attention the following properties, the notices went out, and boom, take action on these, and down I'll go.
What about the ones that are in probate? What about that?
Well, I mean,
That's different.
well, if they're in probate, there is a estate administrator, it's their job to take, and I saw that one piece of, we don't even know if some of these people are out of state or whatever.
Yeah.
But same thing, if it's in probate, there's an estate administrator and they're not doing anything with the property, they get named. I mean,
I make a motion that we do it,
Yes.
not
Yeah.
just
So-
one property.
I think
So-
all of
I
them.
mean,
If we
there's-
have to have special days to do this, to clean this village up and to do what's right, we have to.
Okay,
Right.
so, and I think that what you ought to do, and I don't know, I'm not talking politics here, but kind of like what ICE was doing. You know, they said, well, we're getting the worst of the worst first. Because you have 10 million illegals coming in.
Yeah.
You might want to get rid of 10 million, you might not. You might want to get rid of 100,000. I'm not making a decision on that, but
Right.
that's what their approach was. We're gonna get rid of the worst of the worst. And I think that's what council and the code enforcer ought to do. It's like, that's the worst one in the village. And you're not discriminating against somebody because they're the worst one in the village. That's not, I mean, you are discriminating. It's not illegal discrimination. Why are you coming after me? Why aren't you going after so-and-so? They have a chewing gun wrapper on their front porch. Well, we're discriminating against you because you're the worst one in the village. It's legal discrimination, okay? And I don't see the properties. You guys make the determination. We want this one, we want that one, and you start going down what you think is the worst. And maybe if you do that, the message will start getting out to the people who are
That the village is not
down,
putting up with it.
Especially
they're
if we
down the
start
line, and they
enforcement.
might start cleaning up on their own volition.
If we get some enforcement, I think that will happen.
I
So-
think that it might be a good idea if we had a code enforcer, one who came and talked to council. Everything shouldn't have to come from you, because it seems like you're doing two jobs. Seems like you've been a solicitor as well as code enforcer.
I kind of agree with you. My job's not to complain, really, but
Not complaining.
I
We've been complaining.
I agree with you. I agree with you. But you know, I don't really want to be. I don't want to be going up to people and knocking on the door and giving them notices. I can't do that.
No.
So if the code enforcer does something and gives me the ammunition I need to go downtown, let's just get going. It's actually, I'm gonna tell you, you know, it's probably cheaper than spinning my wheels talking to him all the time or emailing back and forth and looking at stuff. It's like, all
We're
right,
not getting one.
here it is, it's filed, boom.
Even when I email the code enforcer, he doesn't even tell me that he got my email. I get no response from him at all.
Not a very good code enforcer, I'm gonna tell you.
At all. He does not even comment like, hey, I received your email, let me look over it and I'll get back with you. That's, you know, that's
As
being,
I said, I think the code enforcer should come to council and tell us what he's looking at, what he has that we need to do. It should not go through Chris, him emailing Chris and telling
I
Chris.
don't think that was about him going to Chris. That was about Chris asked him for all his past cases, and that's what he did. He emailed all that to him. He's not going through him to send a notice.
Well, we haven't been notified for some time, so I'll leave it at that. And I think there's someplace in the bylaws or somebody's laws that says code enforcer's supposed to present to council.
you know, and I know I beat a dead horse about this property next door to me, but on Saturday, there was a fight, a knife was drawn, they were chasing a guy down the street. I wasn't home, I was at work, my grandkids weren't there, but this is the kind of stuff that's going on next door. I have to worry about the safety of my family, because what if they come back with a gun and they're shooting up the house next door?
Along with the other problems.
All the other properties,
Yeah,
So-
the problems that they have there.
To Ann's
huh?
point,
I mean,
I
everybody's
just,
saying that,
I
only
like
worry
to be a
about
little
this,
bit more
and I
cut
do.
and dried. The code enforcer has to deal with a little bit more what I think nuanced situations out there. When I go into court, I can't be, obviously, there's a lot of nuance in the law, but
Yeah.
I just want, all right, here's the violation, here's the notice, here's an affidavit that says it was not fixed, and off I go. How you guys interact with your code enforcer is
Well,
Villages-
that's actually that's the question that you just answered.
that's,
Because he would go through mayor's court. If he can just go straight through you down through downtown, that's the question that we were asking.
well,
You just
yeah, the
answered
only
it.
problem with that, I mean, no, how you interact with him is one thing. What he can do to get it done, I mean, if you came into mayor's court,
That's
you
what
guys,
he
you're
used to do.
self-enforcing, they come into mayor's court, you do what you gotta do. A lot of this stuff is gonna require legal action downtown. There are some things, I know that you guys have taken it upon yourself to clean up properties and do things like that. That's different, you're then looking for reimbursement, or I think that, didn't somebody, I think he pulled an occupancy permit from one property. That's all, that's kind of self-enforcing stuff that he can do. But if you beat your head up against a wall and these people are getting notices and they don't do anything, then next thing you know, now they have a summons and they have to go to court and they either answer the summons or they get a default judgment. If they answer it, they have to defend themselves. And if you win, now you have a judgment, you have a judge telling them that they owe money and maybe you get some specific performance out of them. It just creates the momentum that you need to get these things cleaned up.
So when they went down and cleaned up this property, did we put it on their house taxes? Cause I'm pretty sure he didn't pay the bill.
No, we did not put it on their property. Nothing was given to the clerk or the council to have it filed on the
I
property.
thought we voted on that.
Nope, you did not vote on it. If you would
Didn't
have
we
voted
vote on
on it,
that?
there would have been a form and I
we
would have
did.
seen
I thought we
that it
did
was
vote
done.
on that, to
We
put
did
it
not
on.
vote on it.
No, it wasn't voted on.
I'm
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it
yeah,
wasn't.
question for me.
Because he needed, yeah, he's been holding his hand up for a while. Go ahead, Nat.
No, I would just like to suggest that the mayor, who is a supervisor, more or less, immediate contact with the code enforcer, speak to him and ask him if he would determine, I think we have a list now, don't we, Mayor? That he would determine the worst of the worst, bring those back to council, and council say, okay, this is how we wanna go about that. We can look at his list, you know, and, that's a good starting point, a solid starting point, and he's right at the front man on it as he should be.
And I don't think you wanna file, I mean, you don't wanna, that list, and, you know, I was just trying to go down and see where some of these were. I know some of the street names from all these discussions, I'm like, oh, what's that one, what's this one? There were quite a number of them, but because they go back in time, I don't know if there are still active problems. You don't wanna file 50
probably are.
you don't wanna file 50 lawsuits. I think you pick,
Yeah, that's
know?
what I say, he
yeah,
should know.
pick,
Yeah, he should know, bring that, get that information back to us.
Yeah.
And, with them, we can determine, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 down the list, and that way we're just not.
But honestly, according to our manual, he is supposed to report to us monthly and show up quarterly. And I know that's
Yeah.
another one
That's
that's not
not
enforced.
enforced. No.
I mean, it does say that. As far as him serving, whatever he needs to serve on various people, that was the one thing that the sheriff's department did say that they would do, is accompany him to help him serve people, whatever way they needed to go to do. That was one thing that
Yeah,
they
they've been working with
when
him.
when did they talk about that? Was it at one of the
in-
meetings?
It was before, I
in the
think you
beginning,
were-
when,
Oh, before,
when they
okay.
switched over to.
Okay.
or what- I
They
shouldn't
have
say
been
that.
accompanying
When
him.
the
The
village
village.
switched over, the village switched over to
Okay.
the sheriff's
Yeah.
office. That was the one thing that they said that they would do.
Oh, that-
If
that's
council,
good.
thanks.
Gotta get a
If council
motion on
would,
the
I would
floor.
put that in the form of motion.
There's already a motion on the floor.
There's already a
Oh, there's
motion
one
on
on
the
the
We can do
floor.
that one
We
next
kinda
time.
get,
The one that I got is
we
that
get moving, don't we?
Pam made a motion to start the process for having properties cleaned up in the village. Mindy seconded. Yeah. And then it got into the discussion and that's where we're at.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go ahead and call for the vote for that first.
Okay.
And
Dan Pillow.
Yes.
Mindy, Paul.
Yeah.
Kathy Byess.
Yay.
Ann Pillow. Al Glick.
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
And also ask him to determine the worst and give us a list.
Correct,
Mhm.
yes.
And, yeah,
Do you wanna make a motion on that?
yes,
Hear what
ma'am,
you
I
said.
so move that
Okay,
we have the code enforcer, prepare a list of what he deems to be the worst of the worst, bring that list to council and, to determine or to be the legal voice for that list.
okay.
And then follow the protocol that, Chris gave us.
I'll second it if it hasn't been.
Motion by Dan Pillar, second by Pam Jackson for a list. Is there any further discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow.
Yay?
Mindy Auel.
Yay.
Kathy Byess.
Yay.
Ann Pillow.
Yay.
Al Glick.
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
I don't have anything else.
Alright, you sure?
Well, I mean,
That was it. That's enough. Thank you, Chris, appreciate it.
We have a couple of, these are already done, or something renewed with the ordinances we just received, or resolutions?
Are they old ones? We didn't get any,
Resolutions?
we didn't get anything new.
There's no resolutions for tonight, no ordinances.
No, you might have left that from last time.
No, just got
No, we
handed
just
to
got
me.
handed to us.
just,
That was from our last meeting.
Oh, from our
Okay,
last
went
meeting.
it's taken care of.
We
so
took
you were
care of it.
giving me the stuff from
You
last
just,
time. I was
yeah.
Oh, it's all
passing them down.
yours?
That's your
Yeah,
copy.
but there's some of them
We didn't
were
get any on this side of
duplicates,
the table.
sorry.
That was his copies.
That was meant for to be his
We're-
copy.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay, so
Where's the other one?
that's just for your reference.
Oh,
Sorry.
Okay.
Chris,
He
I
passed
will,
it to us, I'm
I
like,
will
okay.
send you the signed and assigned numbers and signed by the mayor
Yeah,
and I.
the ones that are official.
So that
Sorry.
you'll have them
No,
for
you're
your.
fine. Alright, thank you, Chris.
They don't even know.
We'll go ahead and go to committees at this point.
Did you pass those
Start
around?
with Dan. Philip.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Mayor. Just a couple of items to bring council up to stuff on the information that we talked about in our last meeting concerning cost and the things that council sort of indicated that they might be interested in doing to get the ball moving on both of those grants. Everybody's getting a copy right now. This is just a little something to put right in front of your eyes that you can look at, change, do otherwise. If you remember, and I don't have that other sheet with me, we had $17,000, we had $9,000 actually to finish up the ODNR project. These $16,348 total on the ODNR projects and their costs are things that, again, were already in the works. The thing that I didn't get to finish this was, and we talked about this, and I asked Mike, he hasn't given me the information, he hasn't gotten the information, and that is about finishing up the water line with the $9,000+ that we allotted. I think council agreed that that's what we would do, get that project done by a contractor. So that being what that is, if council still feels like that's what they want to do with the ODNR grant, that's in the works. I just don't have the,
Did he said he gave you the bids for that. You would have received them last October,
now
November.
we're beyond that. That was, he gave me the bids for the crosscut.
Oh.
Yeah, we're going across Second Tan
Okay.
and making the tap.
Okay.
Yeah.
He did give you those. Okay.
Yeah, oh, absolutely, yeah, yeah, because I think Al and I were up there with those two companies on that day, but we really need the bid or a cost for just completing the job. If you,
And that has to be done by June 30th, right?
yes,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely.
He said, I talked to Mike today, and he said Randy's supposed to be over there tomorrow. So,
I asked him to let me know when Randy would be back,
yeah, he said he'd be over there tomorrow, so
yeah, so
he would get something together.
we'll have that figure and, hopefully the 9,000, what we have left in this total will take care of that. I'm sure we can be able to cover that, get that done, out of the way, have the water fountain up and going here within the next month or so. On the state capital side, now what you see up there for the playground safety surface, that's a very rough estimate. We have 3 companies putting together proposals for that, but it's a pretty expensive thing. But I think in looking at that, and I think if you've looked at the park out on Miami at Buffalo Ridge, which most of you told me you had, and how nice that was. I went out and looked. I think that is probably a very, personally, and that's why we're here to discuss it, but I think that's a very beneficial project for us to do with the money. should it come in at that particular cost. We have the installation of the skateboard slab and the labor to come in at about $10,000. The new playground pad that we're talking about adding with some equipment and so forth, that's one of the bids that's coming in, but we do know that the pad itself and the labor are gonna be roughly around $5,500. And we'll have money to put $10,000 worth of new equipment on there. Here again, we're talking about the next item down is the circle and the labor, the concrete. That's concrete only, the $3,071. Also, I looked at, and I apologize profusely. I brought stuff and left it in the car. But anyway, and the other thing that looked really nice was slabs put in, permanent slabs put in and around the grass in that area. That brought us up to 94,000. I didn't do that very good.
You didn't do that right.
But anyway, $95,000.
94 million?
Let's say $948,000.
Yeah.
So on the playground safety, did you talk to the vendors and see if they would do the work and then get paid from the grant?
That's one of the things that I have asked them, and they're gonna bring that information back to me. I have,
'Cause there's no way we would have $71,000 to put anything in that park at
well,
all, nothing. There's
no,
way.
we have to talk about, obviously, yeah, we have to talk about those things with the vendors, and again, it's just like everything else, you do something, you turn it in, maybe they only want a certain amount. But I think this is what it is, this is what you asked me to do, and the other thing, I know everybody's like, we don't have that money.
Yeah, we don't.
No, of course not, we have a free grant though, we have $100,000.
It's not free if we have to pay it out first, then we gotta wait till we get the money back.
We get $100,000, period. How we do it, yeah, that might be questionable, but we get $100,000 and
understand
we
that.
don't owe anything.
I understand that, but we
Okay.
may have to put the money up front that we don't have,
And that's what
is
we're
what
gonna
I'm
do.
saying.
And that's what we're gonna discuss.
In order to get that 100,000, we have to pay for it first and then get our money back.
Understand the whole process, yeah, we get the work, some of the work done, the guys we're gonna discuss that, but in other words, they may say, okay, give me 50% of it when we're halfway through.
Where will we get
or there,
50% of
there.
it?
Okay, but we need to be creative. You
I just don't
if you don't
understand
have
where,
it,
where you think we have the money to do any of this at 50%
you
either.
need to be creative. I'd stand over there all day and people come by and say, hey, if you give me this amount of money, I'll give you 100,000. Give me $1, give me nothing. I'll give you 100,000. It's free money. Let me finish.
Nothing's ever free in this life. Nothing is free.
To do it in that house next to you.
Yeah.
Now, okay.
I would rather spend, if I had to spend money outright, I'd rather do it on the road on Secondhand before I even did anything on this.
Yes, ma'am, and I agree with you 100%, Kathy. Go get the money.
I don't have to get the money.
Well, we do. I mean, we all do. I mean,
I
you're
mean,
making a suggestion. I'm just going
I'm
off of
just-
your suggestion.
I'm just saying, before I would vote for any of this to be done, I would vote on the roads first.
From what source?
I don't know, try to get a grant from one of the roads. I mean, at
The
this
mayor's
point,
been working tirelessly to get those grants.
I just don't see how, as a council, we could spend this money knowing we don't have it. I know we're gonna get it back, but you don't know how long it's gonna take to get it back. And honestly, let the village residents say, hey, we just spent $71,000 on playground,
Yeah.
but your roads are still horrible.
Yeah.
Hey, you send them to me, and I can explain it to them very easily. But like I said, if I can just delve a little further, we need to be creative. You can
I
borrow.
wish I could be creative.
Oh, Kathy, please.
If you borrow money, how are you gonna pay it back, Dan, if
Kathy,
you don't
can I
have it?
finish what I'm saying, please?
First off,
Please,
don't raise your
Mayor.
voice at me.
Call
I'm just
this to
asking you,
order.
I've been trying
Order.
to get this done.
Let him finish on his floor.
Please, that's all I
Yeah.
ask. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you
Okay,
very much.
So, in the committee here, we're still in this committee. Are you finished, or you still have some things you'd like to discuss?
I would, and I'm not shooting from the hip. I'm talking to people about these things. I just didn't drop them here. We need to be creative. We need to talk in terms of, you can borrow money for certain amounts of time. And as you get your money back, as we revolve this, as we did with the first grant, you pay that loan right back off if it comes down to that. But you gotta think creative. You just can't say, I don't want that $100,000. And Mayor, I'm done.
All right, thank you, Dan. We'll go to Mindy, you'll get your floor.
I do have a question before we move on to Mindy. So we are gonna finish the water project over there with the
It will
wastewater.
get finished,
Okay,
yes.
that's what I thought, that's what's being worked on right now,
Mhm.
for about, we think around 9,000.
Mike's
water
actually been
connection
working on
in the
some
water
of
Yes,
that.
thank you. We'll know for sure as soon as we get the report back from Mike.
Yeah, 'cause
He
we gotta
was
go-
working on that
Looking for
today,
that.
he
Yeah.
did tell me.
Cause
Yeah,
that
it's
definitely is
supposed
on a deadline,
Yeah.
we gotta get that done.
But yeah, I
And
mean,
all
we
of
gotta
that's
get it
nine-
all done.
That's just 9,000
Everything's
for
a
that, the
priority.
water.
We don't know.
Not quite, not for sure, don't know
That's
yet.
what we're
Guess we'll know
anticipating.
tomorrow or whenever.
Yeah,
Soon.
we're anticipating get that,
That's
we'll
what I'm
see,
seeing.
because the hard work, as Al and I were looking at, the hard work's been done. I mean, we went in and laid down all the pipe and put dirt on top of it in places to hold it down, so it's just a matter of connecting it to the water fountain and making the cut across the road, so.
And tapping it in.
Tapping it in,
Yeah.
yeah, hot tapping it in.
That's,
across the
that'll
road.
get done.
Alright.
Let me ask Margaret Ann a question. If we was to go get a loan for this $100,000 grant, do we have the money to pay it back? That's what I'm asking. Do we have the money?
Right now, I'd say no, we're already paying on 2 loans.
Thank you.
Go straight on first.
Did you have anything
Oh,
else?
no, Pam just asked a question.
Yeah,
I'm saying-
that's why I was
I
like,
just wanted to know
Yeah,
about
no,
that.
no,
All right.
Make sure.
no,
moving
I-
on to
Getting
Mindy.
that one done.
I don't really have anything else, but I know I need to schedule, and I will be getting with Pam and Ann soon, hopefully within the next couple of weeks, to go over the policy and procedure and discuss all those, so I'll get with you guys and we'll see what works for everybody. That's all I have.
Thank you, Mindy. Kathy?
I don't have anything to send in emails, all the issues that are going on, so, I mean, I know I've been called out on this about worrying about the house next door on 3 River Parkway. It's not just because of me. We have elderly people that live down there that cannot defend themselves if something happens. So it's not just me. I have people call on my phone, come into my house, talking to my husband about the issues that are going on next door. So it's not just my problem, it's the village's problem. I'm done.
Okay. Thank you, Kathy. Miss Ann?
I don't have anything.
Thank you, Miss Ann. Al?
Yeah, this is about the sewers. Me and Mike was discussing today about getting a camera to go down through the sewers.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it drains up on 2nd Street and up on 1st Street and all that. He's thinking that maybe when they was coming down 2nd Street, they might have crushed that pipe. And so he suggested that we get a camera. The cost of the camera, he got 2 different prices and they're basically about the same. I mean, let's see here.
That's all the water that we're seeing run down on.
This would be
First
us doing it instead of calling
Instead of
somebody.
calling
Yeah.
Instead
someone
of
else.
calling Tri-State for
Yes,
cameras.
this
That
would be
way-
an in-house camera.
Because
instead
each
of
time you
calling.
call them, you might as well buy
Yeah.
your own.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, you're looking $750 to $800 or $780. I mean, which is not
It'll
a bad
pay
deal,
for
really.
itself.
And yes, because every time you call them 2 companies, you're paying.
Oh, yeah.
You might as well just watch it once. cause that's what you're gonna pay for it anyway. I'd like to make a motion to the village buy the camera, and so they've got the camera to do it, and so I would like to make a motion to buy Mike a camera so he can do it in-house, instead of having these companies come in and charge us whatever, and we could buy one time they come in twice. And he's gonna have to use it no matter what anyhow, so I would like to make that motion.
How much is it?
It's, just put it this way, $7.99 and under. Cause it's $7.50 to $7.80, whatever, so just say $800 down.
Is it MSD sewer or storm sewer?
It's a storm
Storm.
sewer. But he's thinking that when they was up there on Second Street,
And First Street.
and First Street, they crushed it down and it's crushed the pipe.
MSD will do it free.
So
that's
he's
what I was
gotta get in there with a camera to see what's going on
See the damage.
before we could go back to them and say,
Yeah.
look, this is the problem. So,
I'll second it.
Motion by Al, second by Pam. Is there any further discussion?
Al, is there any place we can rent those?
time you rent it, Danny, you're running into the same thing. You're gonna spend $250, $300 to go rent it. You got it for
Yeah, I just
4
wanted
hours.
to,
But to buy it and have it in-house, you got it all the time. So you
Yeah.
ain't never gotta worry about it ever again. So,
And
it's
I
gonna
added-
be used multiple times. And for us to keep going and renting it and renting it and renting it, I mean, we might as well beat ourselves with a wiffle ball bat. Cause it's about what it is, because it don't make no sense for what you could buy them for. Might as well have your own. And like when he gets it, he'll put it on inventory. We've got it all the time. So it's
Yes,
better
it
off we
was.
buy one.
I'll make
for
a
the
motion,
price of
Pam
it.
seconded.
Is there any further discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
yay,
Mindy Auel,
Yay.
Kathy Byas,
Yeah.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Yeah.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
And I got one more thing. We got some blowers. Me and Mike talked about that again today, and they ain't worth killing. We can buy a backpack blower for him and them guys to go down the street, keep our streets cleaned up with his backpack blower. It's like $300.
Well,
I'd like to make a motion to get them guys in the maintenance of a backpack blower, and that way we can make sure what we got looks halfway decent, especially if we're going into this 250 thing. I'd like the village to look a little bit decent when we go through there. So I'd like to make a motion to get them a backpack blower.
Margaret, what fund are we taking this out of?
Have to come out of maintenance. I've got to find it in one of the maintenance accounts. I'm sure it's there, but it's just gonna, when it's gone, it's gone.
I'll second it as long as, I thought that's where you were going with that.
Motion by Al, second by Pam for backpack blower. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
yay,
Mindy Auel,
Yay.
Kathy Byas,
Yeah.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
And other than that, Mayor, that's all I have.
Thank you, Al.
Are you saying that the water leaks is because they're putting those meters in down there? Is that what's going on, or?
They're putting the wrong washer in it. They got a smaller washer, and it needs to be a bigger washer. And then they're just like hand tightening them and not getting them tight enough, and the washer slips down, and then that's where the leak comes from. It don't take them 10 minutes to fix it. Just the point, they gotta take that washer out, shut it off, take the washer out, put the rubber washer in. They should be putting them in there.
We're not doing that.
Exactly.
No, cause
Because
they're
I
in
don't-
boxes in the
you know,
maintenance garage.
is that-
They need to
is
take
that
that rubber
factored
washer and
on?
put
I
it
don't
in
know.
there. It's the right
Now,
size
who's
washer.
putting them in? Our maintenance?
No, it's a company that they
No,
hire.
it's called All Drive.
Mayor,
Yes.
just a question, Al, or anybody you can answer. I don't know the process. Do they have to shut individuals' water off to make that replacement? And how is that being, are they knocking on people's door? Maybe somebody's washing clothes, or how does that work?
Yeah, I don't know if they've sent out a,
Yeah, 'cause usually the
anything
water will
from,
turn black.
from the village, but they're going, well, they went up Church Street today, put them in, I guess today or yesterday, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And, so, I don't know if they've just knocked on their door, put them, you know, a notice up there that we're gonna be coming up through here today, and we're gonna shut your water off from this time to this time, but I don't know if they're doing that.
Yeah, I think it's very important that they, let, wherever home they are, that they let them know that they're getting ready to turn
I'm
their
sure
water
they
off.
should give them a notice the day before, like, look, we're gonna be
If at all
coming through this
possible.
street today,
Yeah.
or tomorrow, whatever, we're shutting your water off from this time to this time,
Yeah,
and that would,
okay,
that
I
would be
wondered
adequate.
about that when I understood, I didn't know they were doing it, you know.
Yeah, they just started putting them in, so
And,
they've got a few leaks here and there just because, well, they fixed 2 of them today because of the washer, wasn't putting the right washer in.
yeah, and that's another point, Al, thank you. These guys are putting them in wrong, our guys are coming behind them fixing them. I mean, that doesn't seem like that.
Costing us money.
Are they putting notices on the house, or are we getting mail-in
I don't think we
notices? Cause I didn't have any notice on my house that they were replacing them today. I didn't get any notice.
I don't know how they're doing it, how they're communicating with.
You know, once you turn that water off, it's gonna be horrible for like 2 days.
Oh, trust me, I know, I've replaced 3 ice machines,
Mayor, will you check?
3,000.
Yeah, I'll
somebody.
check into that, cause I
Thank
don't
you.
know if they're actually turning the waters off,
Yeah.
or if they're doing hot
I
swap.
would think that if they are, we'd be getting phone calls.
Yeah,
Right.
we would,
Cause somebody would be home and
I
notice it
don't
was
know how
or
they can
something.
do it without turning the
Yeah, I don't
Hey.
know.
water
Yeah,
off.
a water meter, the
Well,
water
they-
is running through.
Right.
You know, they had to shut it off before it got to the main, shut your water off, take the meter out, set it there, put the new meter in,
Real quick.
turn it back on.
That's why they got all the leaks, are doing it too quick.
Right, yeah. They're just not, they're not putting the right washers in, cause they're in boxes in the maintenance building. Put the right washers in and tighten it up right, and you won't have them leaks, you won't have to worry about
Well,
it.
you said you're gonna check on it, right?
Yeah.
That's as far as I know.
Thank you.
Alright, thank you. Pam?
Yes. All right. I just want to thank everybody with the Easter egg hunt. I think it went well. Looks like we had a pretty good crowd. So again, another year done. Other than that, I did get an email from on the American 250, actually on the relay. I forget his name, but anyhow, they will be coming through Addyston, because I know Lisa had read something thinking that maybe they weren't coming through Addyston. So
Yeah,
I
from
reached
that
out to
map.
him by an email, and he did say it'll be October the 20th. And he doesn't know for sure the time yet. That is a Tuesday, so that's a weekday. So what we want to do, I'm sure, I told him we would maybe do something at the park if he needs some refreshments, or to do a relay down the street with them, whatever. But as soon as it gets closer to October, he said he'll try to let me know more of a timeline, what time that day. So that way maybe we can get residents or whoever out on the street or wherever we decide what to do. But at least now we got a day. It's, I guess it could change possibly depending on where they're at weather. I don't know if they go with storm and everything else, but yeah, so that's a for sure. And then we need to, like the 250 and more on that picnic, we need to get involved with. There's been some emails and stuff and videos that you can watch how the process is going. So we've been doing that, trying to figure out what other communities are doing too. And what else is coming up?
Pam, do we have a date on that? I'm sorry.
Yes, receiving my list here.
I know I have
July
it somewhere.
11th.
The relay was October, but the
Mhm.
picnic in the park is July the 11th. The relay, like I said, is October 20th. I'll put that on my list. let's see, oh, the cleanup, April the 18th, I could tell you what's going on there. Jack did get back with me after we confirmed the drop-off. Some of the more stuff, the Clean Harbors, that's who it was. Clean Harbors for sure will be here. That's on May 2nd. I know some of the residents are asking about that day.
Yeah.
And I think the time is still 10 to 2. That may change if we're being charged per hour, because I know I read something that said 3 hours. And God knows we don't want to pay them for an extra hour. So we will just stick with the 3 or 4 hours, wherever that is. And Rumpke will be here for the tires. New Life Furniture. They were here last year, but that email I got, I don't know if anybody else got it, was kind of weird, saying we're going to pick up your delivery. Our furniture. I'm like, what? So I don't know if that's just a generic one that they use, but let's see who else. Reboot. That's the electronics. And then the Hamilton County Sheriff's Department for the prescription collections. A place called Clothes Bin. It's new. It's something new. It's like those boxes that you see, but they're doing something where they try to sell them in the school, gets a profit off. It's a new company, so they wanted to know if they could join us. I said, well, sure, if it's free, whatever. So they're going to be here. So they'll collect clothing and shoes and things like that. And the guy from E-Scrap called me. He's I think it's something to do with batteries, just batteries for your home. So if we decide to do that, so there's quite a few on this list. It's building. So as soon as we get it nailed down for sure. I didn't hear from him today. I thought I would from Jack, but as soon as I do, because it's getting close, we need to get our flyer out so that the village does know what we're doing that day.
Sounds like we need to get that out pretty quick.
Yeah,
It's May
so I said.
2nd. It's already in April
Right.
now.
It was going to be April the 18th or whatever we changed it, but yeah. What else is on my list here? Oh, Trey did contact me back about the 250 signs. We can get those with the brackets, but they are $100 a piece to do that. So just figuring out what we want to do. And I thought maybe we could ask, like, if any of our businesses would like to purchase one, if they want to put a banner up too, or we'll put it up for them, but put that up. Just charge them, the fee to do it if that's what
With
they
their
like.
name on it?
Mm-hmm. With their name on it, or even a
Like-
resident for that matter, if they want their family name or something.
Now, is it like the ones that North Bend's got down there
Mm-hmm.
that they're hanging off the side of the pole like that, like they're like this wide and.
Yeah, but they're not they've got theirs down there like on a post by itself. This would be on the telephone pole, because we'd have to pay that additional cost if we wanted that pole.
And then we gotta come up with the money.
Right.
Where are we gonna get the money to
Right.
buy these signs?
Yeah, that's what we said, that's where we're gonna have a finance committee meeting to see if there's anything left in anywhere to
So
try
do
to
you
do
know
this.
anything about the ones with the veterans on it?
That's for Cleves.
Will
Cleves is
Cleves,
doing
but
it.
we can order them, but will Cleves let us have them?
Mhm.
Because the veterans that lived in Addyston are not Cleves residents.
I don't know.
How does that work?
I think when they're done, you get them back, but I think that is for Cleves. I
Oh,
thought
so
that
they're
was
gonna-
odd too.
That's odd because they'll be hanging up veterans that were from Addyston and Cleves. That doesn't,
Yes.
yeah.
Well, it may be too that it might be something to do with the American Legion and the membership for the American Legion and the VFW. They're members from all over, not just necessarily the ones that are in Cleves and the
I
ones
know, I'm
that are in
just like,
Addiston.
my grandpa
Yeah.
was a veteran, but I'm
Right.
not a part of the VFW, so.
Right. But yeah, something
I
like
wanted
that.
to order
Could be,
one, I
we'll
can't
join
get it.
you, we'll sign you
Well,
up.
we can
I
open it,
wanna
like I said, if something like that, we could probably even open that up for here. But down there, see, they've already got the poles and stuff.
Yeah.
We actually don't. That's why we had to go the telephone route.
Was wondering if we could order
And the
them, keep 'em at-
brackets
hang 'em
cost
at our
more.
house.
How much are those brackets?
He just gave me a total. He said $100 for the bracket and the sign. It's a two-sided sign.
So it can go up on the poles.
Right. So we don't have to put an additional pole out there. But we like to go from they're gonna be coming in down here at the,
The dead end.
yeah, the dead end of Maine. Yeah, they're gonna come off of 50 that way and come down Maine all the way out to Hillside.
Look nice.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't have to be every pole, you could
Yeah,
put the
'cause you-
American flag or even the Ohio flag
Yeah. 'Cause
on other poles.
Well, even that would be an expense. I was thinking if we
Well,
could use
yeah.
our flags that we have in the ground, if we position them right, because it looks like we're like 5 poles apart, you look at other communities, they're not every pole, they're not putting them on every pole because it's so
That's
expensive.
something your finance committee needs
Yeah.
to come up with.
But it's
some
like,
That's
if we wanna go out further, I mean, if we can get other people to purchase some, but we need to know pretty soon to order these. I know you said it would take a week or two to get them.
I'll buy a couple for the bar.
Yeah, so if anybody else wants to, I mean, we probably need to get a form put together for that. You know, no cost to us except for, you know, putting it up on the pole.
Mhm.
So I think we should open that option up if anybody's interested in their business, they wanna advertise it, or just for their family or a veteran, just whatever you wanna do.
Maybe we ought to send a flyer out with that on there as well and let everybody know you got an opportunity
Yeah.
if you want on the flag to be on the pole.
That-
Right.
You have an opportunity right here, and it costs you $100 for your family or your business.
Yeah,
I just reiterate that we need to get the community involved, and maybe we can.
Well, like I said, a flyer, send a flyer out and say, look, there's
I like
a
to see
form
them
down at the
in-house.
municipal building, you
Right.
need to go down and fill it out. If you want you or your family or your business on there,
That's great,
and
I
it's
agree,
$100, get that,
I agree.
get that rolling now.
but, yeah, but I also wanna afford them the opportunity to be here and look at whoever and have some input.
Sure.
right.
I
Um,
agree.
The other thing would be like a little bit later in the year, the music in the park, that's coming along, I guess the bands are together, we just gotta get the, let's see what else. Staging's confirmed, the booths, talk to them,
It's
and then we need
confirmed,
to work
I
on-
took care of that.
okay, and then the, signage, that'll be a little later, and then the advertising, yeah. And then there's you to see if anybody else wants to be involved in that, like we've done in the past, if they wanna get a booth to participate, it's open to anyone. I believe and We Thrive Day, we don't wanna forget them. That's coming up too, we got a bunch of things in a row here, every month something's going on. And that kinda just takes care of itself, pretty much, the We Thrive just comes
Oh,
together.
well, no, that's something you need to address with council, the time.
Oh, yeah, the time, that was one of the things, yeah, remember
That's a
last
big
year,
thing.
we all said, nobody, you know, it kinda staggered in way later, nobody wants to get up early here for some reason on a Saturday. So do we want to move that time up, or are we just gonna leave it how it is and hope for
What's
the
that
best?
date again?
It's
I mean,
June
yeah.
20th,
The time, I guess I was
11,
asking.
it was
about
11,
the time.
we started at 11 last year.
Yeah, and I know we cut off, registration at what time?
I think it was,
Yeah, but people kept coming in and registering
Yeah.
regardless. I mean,
That's why we were thinking, just, you can
Move it
keep
up.
it for the same amount of hours, just shift it.
like 2
Something
to,
like
Yeah.
1 to 4,
Yeah,
something
just-
like that.
Yeah,
you know, we already know how hot it was, so we're gonna,
That's what I
we're gonna
was
be in the
concerned.
dead.
yeah, you're in the sun longer.
Yeah,
Hotter.
so I just,
1 to 4, we'd be able to get out of there before the sun beats us down.
That's true.
yeah,
Music in the
so
park,
do we
what day
wanna
was
do,
that?
That
I
is,
think noon would be good
July,
too.
what are you talking about, music and park?
Yeah, what day was that?
It's August 15th.
August
That was
15th, because
August
we had to
So
change it.
what time do you guys think?
Will we thrive?
Cause I need to let, you know, we need to,
Yeah.
August
Get that up.
15th, the time was already set on
I
that.
like noon
Yeah.
personally, but, yeah, that's whatever, as long as we move it up somewhere.
So what
I
time
had
are
a
we
12 to 4 on here, I mean, let's just let everybody,
what time's the cutoff for the registration and what time are we gonna do it?
that's always a battle.
Yeah.
Because it depends on when people stop flowing in there, I mean, we tried to stop it, you know, people showed up later.
Well, actually, if you remember when we was
You didn't
on the
put yourself.
virtual meeting with the gal from the 250, they have something they're doing with the picnics that they're, you know, doing. They're doing like, you know, they have these things that they're giving each community, but they're giving us limited numbers, and they're setting it up where
Yeah, they
they're
cut it off.
giving 1 packet to 4.
Yeah, that's what they
They're
suggested
not
us.
giving everybody one of
Yeah,
something. It's
yeah.
like, you know, if you're a family of 4 or a group of 4 or whatever, they're only giving one because of so many people that
Yeah,
get
that's-
involved
Yeah,
in
the
it.
Ohio 250 people, that's what they're saying, they're not gonna give, each individual person is not gonna get, it's gonna be per family. Cause they can't afford it either.
That's
the state
something
of
we
Ohio.
need to look at. The last couple of years, we've tried to give everybody something, and it's just like,
You know, and if people come late, you know, just, you come
Well,
late,
we
you know, you
thrive,
just
it's
miss
pretty
out.
easy, we always get donations and stuff. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, we have.
And we
pretty
still
many
have a
left.
lot of stuff
Yeah, we do.
left too.
We just probably just need to take a look at that real quick one day.
But,
Don't be asking the Bengals for nothing.
yeah. So I mean,
you
do you
might
wanna do
get
the 12 to
A
4?
hat and some plastic glasses.
Well, the
You guys-
4 sounds really good to me.
12 to 4, everybody?
12 to 4.
12 to 4 is fine to me.
12 to 4, okay, we'll make it 12 to 4.
Did we get some from the Cincinnati Reds that,
That's all I had,
did
Mayor.
we get the Reds?
Last year we did.
Yeah.
That's usually every other year.
Oh, so we
Yeah.
didn't do it.
Did you have something, Dan?
No, I'm just gonna suggest that when we put out the information, that we make sure that they say this will be strictly enforced,
Yes,
whatever our registration time is.
yeah, because they wanna whine,
Yeah,
I
that's the
mean,
next question. I was gonna ask when you ending registration, cause if you're gonna put it out there.
yeah,
just
we
let
gotta
everybody
change
know.
our, flip our schedule up a little
Cause I
bit.
think you did it at what?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I think it was supposed to be 1 o'clock last year, wasn't it? The end of registration, but people
I
were
think
still.
we did it like for
Yeah, you did
an
1
hour.
o'clock
Tried
because
to.
you did lunch at noon.
Yeah, we tried, and I do think we did let them go a little
A
bit
little bit
after that,
over, yeah,
as we always do, because there were so many people showing up,
afterwards.
yes.
Do you think, Mayor, we could probably reach out to FCC and see if they wanna donate anything this year?
Go ahead, Kathy.
I don't know how to talk to FCC.
That's you.
Come on, right here, I got one.
All right, what, are you done writing, Mayor? You
I can
good?
call Joe.
Go ahead. I'm
know.
just keeping notes on everything everybody's saying, so.
The other thing, I gave everybody a copy of this about the Healthy Harvest Mobile
Yeah.
Market. We'll be here, is that next week, the 14th?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the 28th, 1:30 to 2:30. So I'm excited to see what it's all about. I'm gonna try to hopefully pay a visit over to Stella Park and see what's going on there the day they're there.
So how will we let our people know about this?
They advertise and we need to put it out there. I think
Did I get it on Facebook yet?
Yeah, it's
I
been
thought
on
you did.
Facebook, Pam.
I thought I had it.
I've had it on there. I
Facebook for a
thought
while.
you did too.
Yeah.
We'll have to look at that again. Is it on the
And then
site?
I'll have it on the webpage here soon.
Yeah. So, yeah, cause they wanna be up where it's visible, so,
Well, I do
Hopefully-
wanna send out a mailer, but I was waiting for everything to get like sort
Yeah.
of solidified with
So I
cleaning up everything.
I think it all
So-
is, except for now we got the time on the, we tried, so we should be
Okay.
good.
Did you decide
So
on
what's
the
the
registration? Oh, we're singing the song here.
So, we're gonna go 1 or
Registration.
1:30.
I say
1:30?
1:30.
Yep, that's halfway through. That's good enough, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
We're gonna go 12 to 1:30?
No, 12 to 4 registration ends at 1:30. That's what they decided.
You ain't registered?
I say 2 o'clock. That gives you 2 hours beyond. Because if we say 12, people aren't gonna be there at 1:30.
Yeah, probably 2
Try for
o'clock.
two.
Gotta
can
have
say-
some number.
You can say 2
what
o'clock
number
and
we
then you,
got?
and then you
I'm
close.
open.
Then you close registration.
Yeah, 2 o'clock,
Hey.
'cause that gives you halfway through.
You're the one over there, just close
I
it.
don't, I don't mind. I have no
Say, I'm
problem.
done.
Okay, so we're 2 o'clock.
2
I'm
o'clock
good.
sounds good.
So registration's from 12 noon till 2
2
o'clock,
o'clock.
There
Shut
we
her
go.
down
not
at 2, right on
2:01.
the dot.
And we don't care if you
Exactly.
cry or.
Yeah.
Unless you're standing in
Sometimes my
line.
notes are
Right.
right.
I'll be saying,
I know what
line
you said.
stops here.
That's fine.
I don't have anything else. That was it. I almost
All right.
forgot
You
about
have
that.
nothing else? Okay, Ed's turn.
Ed's turn.
Yep. You're the only one there out there.
I don't understand it.
Well, Mark, hold on, let Mark go first.
I have nothing at this time.
I just got a few questions. One, Danny, on the extra 9,000, is that counting the tap fee you're looking for, or has that already been priced out?
Tap fee is priced
And that's
out.
in the 17,000 that you had first, right?
Yeah, the tap fee,
That's counting.
is gonna help cover whatever that's what we're waiting on to see what the
Well-
cost of that is.
Where you figuring? I thought you already figured that in.
I couldn't, I
So
have
you
to
got
wait till
9,000
we
to
get.
go to the tap fees, that's what, because we said it was 8,000, we got a price a while back, it was
Mhm.
8,500. You cut the street and hooked up the thing.
Yeah, that was 7,000.
Well, close to 8, okay,
Yeah.
so what else, what other fee are you looking for?
Just to
Nothing, just to run it down,
Put it all
put the
together.
pad in, put
Cover it
the,
I
tap
thought
it
you
in.
already did that. I thought you guys already ran the pipe all the way down the hill.
The pipe's there, but
the
the pad's
pipe's
not.
there,
Yeah.
but it's gotta tie in. You
Tie
gotta
in the
put a
street.
box in there and everything else.
Tie in the street or tie into
You gotta tie in
You
up
gotta-
all
in
the
the
way
street,
down
then
to
you
the
gotta
fountain.
tie in at the bottom
Okay,
of a
so
box
we already got
there.
that figured
Then
up
you gotta
there.
run it over, tie it into another box, and then you gotta bring it over,
Okay, so the
Bring
streets,
the,
A street's about
fire
$8,000.
hose up, and then you gotta put the fountain in over at the corner.
So to get this right, you had $17,000 you already spent over there that we gotta get back? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, we already spent 17,000, we gotta get that back. We haven't got that back yet at all. As Margaret said last
After it gets
meeting-
put in, we'll get it all back.
Correct, but Margaret's already got that money out of our account already.
Yes.
Correct, Margaret?
Yes,
And it's not returned to you at this time?
Not yet.
And you gotta wait till June to get that back?
As soon as I get everything to them, I get it back. So if I have to wait till June, I have to wait till June.
So it's, well, I guess I'm getting at, it's one draw, so that's why you gotta make a decision on this 9 real fast? Okay, so basically, we're just got money out like you're saying, Kathy, we don't have money, we can't fix the streets, and, you know, and you said you wanted to buy a blower and you weren't sure what budget was gonna come out of. So we need to get that money back so you can start paying for some stuff, correct?
We got
some.
the money there, Ed, and that it may not be where we need it. We're trying to do the best we can for the streets. You heard the mayor.
I understand that.
We're trying the best we can,
Yeah.
okay?
But what I'm getting at, if we don't have the streets need to be fixed, and I went up Baker Lane, and they had a water break the other day, and that is a mess.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe these people ain't in this place screaming. Then that other little street, I guess where Mr. Dalton lives, that's a mess too. And ours are a mess. So you're gonna spend out, you know, you already got $2,000 in the blacktop. You're probably gonna spend $15,000-$20,000 to fix these streets. It ain't gonna be no $5,000.
It'd be more than
No, I didn't say 5,000, I know it's not.
It's gonna be a lot, I mean, it's a lot of money, and I don't know, I
We
hope
have
Mike
to
and those
do it.
guys can dig them out right and cut them and do them. So we gotta get that money there. And so there ain't gonna be a lot of money to do other things. The blower's a good thing. I mean, to clean the street, and maybe they'll blow your bus up out of the grass there.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
I know. We got a good enough blower, it's got enough blowing on
Alright,
it.
yeah.
What's so funny? So anyway,
Maybe you can blow my neighbors off.
well, that's another thing, you maybe go out there and blow all the shitheads out, you know? But,
Just 5 minutes up yet.
maybe we need to go ahead and get, the county police, patrol out there a little more, if it's that bad down here, I feel sorry for you. You know, we had a crackhead the other day walk up our end, went to the, car wash, called the cops, got him out and gone.
They walk up and down the street every day.
It's sad, I mean, it's sad, I feel sorry for these people too, because it's somebody's child, it got messed up, and I feel sorry for families that get involved in that. So, I mean, something has to be done, and if they get treated, you know, the best to call the police.
They
get
have
them
to
to
wanna be
hospital.
treated, Ed, before.
But sometimes, Chris, on these, getting these down to the courthouse, which is a great deal, I think we gotta nail it fast and just hit them all at one time. What do you think that's gonna cost the village, because I know you're not doing it free. You think $1,000 per your house, every time we do one, we're gonna have tied up in them, the lawyer cost?
I don't know what the filing fee is for that right now.
On your time, I mean,
So
we
with
can't
my,
do it for nothing.
with my time, it would probably be, if it's just a quick hitter, it's not contested, or it's just a short thing, it'd be probably under $1,000.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, so you got like maybe $12,000-$13,000 we're gonna spend on some of these properties. And that's the best investment you can make. You know, to get them out, I mean, I feel sorry for these people
Well,
down there.
as I
that
say, I
keep them
think
up.
that, if you start with the worst ones, that's more bang for your buck, so to
Right.
speak, because they're really bad. And then hopefully there would be, people see that it's happening and before it gets to them, maybe
Well,
they
out here-
proactively kind of clean up.
They cleaned this one up out here, went up at East Main Street, I mean, the dumpster was there, it's cleaned out, looks a lot nicer. You know, and I know people probably get mad because, you know, it's, you know, you don't wanna do this, but there's neighbors around. I mean, I just can't believe one guy's house is spotless, then you got crap next door, it's just, it shouldn't be that way.
It's unacceptable.
I don't care if you're poor or not, you don't have to leave your yard like that.
It's true.
At least I seen you out here working the other day, cleaning the front of this building up by
I
yourself,
was.
I mean, you're a go-getter, you know. So I know a lot of people didn't see that,
Put
but
the bricks back in place and
you
everything.
were, cleaning up like, you know, it was your kitchen floor there, getting it all nice and neat.
It looks good now, don't it?
It does, looks real nice. Proud of you.
Kathy,
That's what I'm saying.
in regards to the property, after all that's downtown and we know the end results, then we can go after putting it on their taxes, and there's
Yeah, we need
a
to,
formula and stuff that we follow through on that.
Well, that was what I was gonna ask too, Margaret, if they gotta get the bills to you so you can get that lien.
Yeah, council has
Cause you gotta start getting heavy hard on it.
Council has to
Even the
adopt
water.
a resolution for me to be able to put it on the taxes. There's a procedure we go through.
But, well, that's good, I mean, that's getting progress, getting done, and I know money is gonna be very tight, but the streets, I mean, that out there is just bouncing, especially Jeff, that's still gotta be fixed. Mike said he's gonna get on it, I know Mike's got his hands full with this water, but did they just walk in and start putting meters in this town and nobody knows who's doing it? Is it a ghost meter company, or did anybody talk to anybody? From the water board? Cause none of you guys seem like anybody knew who the hell was doing it.
I didn't even know they was gonna start putting them in this quick.
I mean,
they
anybody,
did
are they
state
in the
in
right town?
April,
or-
it has been mentioned in April, that was all. put
I know,
out.
but did they let you know they were coming?
They said in April, so.
Okay, well, I'm
All of a
just
sudden, they
wondering.
set up and they rolled them out.
Yeah, I mean,
just
they
said
might be
April.
turning them, flipping them in, flipping them out without doing it. Some of those guys don't mind getting wet. But, you know,
Yeah.
I've seen it a few times, but,
It's awful cold out there.
yeah, some of these valves, Danny, I don't know if you can find to turn them off, the, shut-offs, of some of these houses.
We have most all of them.
There's a few like there.
There's a few we don't know where the turn offs
Yep.
are.
Now,
All
back
right,
to poor
so
Tony. Tony's a good
unless-
worker.
you got your 5 minutes?
No,
Actually,
I'm
you
not
got
done.
5.5.
Yeah.
No, you guys were
Yeah,
talking,
we-
so I need my time. You guys took.
I
your
was
time.
pausing when other people were talking.
You didn't say much tonight, but anyway, Tony's, I think he deserves his sick time. I mean, the guy's done, because I don't think you guys have been fair to him, a family man and axing his job out. Because I see Tony work, he's a good worker. I think you're losing a good
When
guy.
he's using a weed eater, yeah, I mean,
I hope he stays, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, he's a good guy.
yeah.
And I would take as much sick time I could get it out of here if I'm gonna lose it, I'm gonna take it too. So, and then back to the dumpster, I think that guy got a raw deal that owns his chin. Did anybody talk to him about using the dumpster or paying to use the dumpster?
Did we get a lock put on that yet from Rumpke?
I believe he called for the lock, yeah.
I know, but did you guys tell him he can't use it, or did you
Yeah.
guys? Okay, but I heard he said he worked a deal out with you guys.
No, he did not.
Okay, I'm just asking,
Yeah,
Nope, we're not getting anything from him.
okay? I'm
All
just,
the other
Yeah, we shouldn't.
businesses are paying for their own.
Are we
We
getting
aren't getting
taxes from
anything.
the man? I think I asked that once before. He's running a heck of a business over there. Are we getting any tax money from him?
you know,
We're
it's-
getting-
you
There's
should
several
be.
other
We're
people.
Yeah.
getting income tax.
income
Yeah.
tax. Yeah, you have to.
Okay,
yeah.
we should be getting every tax there is.
Yeah,
Right.
well,
Yeah.
property and that, yes.
Okay. I mean,
On one other
I'm
thing,
tickled to death.
are we into Cleve's, water, contract yet, or,
We've been in it ever since we signed it.
January 1st is one in effect?
Well, whenever it was signed, it
Okay,
went
so
into
there-
effect
By October of next year, it's done, it's a 2-year process,
like
that's it.
that.
What?
I believe it is.
Okay, all right,
I mean, whenever they, when they
I
pass,
just wanna make sure these
when they
meters.
pass a resolution and it says that they suspend the rules and they adopt it, it goes into effect.
And how many signatures do I need?
So,
One more and I'm out of here. How many signatures do I need, the people of this village, if we wanna go township to sign, to put on the ballot in November?
You have to talk to Board of
Yeah,
Elections
Board of
about all that.
Elections.
Okay, but we can hit November this year.
if you talk to them about it, I mean, I don't know how many signatures you need.
Okay, so.
Like, they would help you out
We
with
had a
all
big
that.
meeting out the other end out here, and people just don't feel like they're getting their money's worth, and I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, it's just, they're paying all this tax out here, and we're not seeing nothing. So I said, any way we resolve it, let's vote it to that November. Let the township do it and see what happens. If people wanna go township, we go township.
Yeah.
That'll solve everything,
Call the board of elections,
right?
all you can do.
That's all, I just want to make sure if you guys knew offhand. So I told them that'd be the best way we start.
Yeah. Board of elections, that's all you
I
can
think
do.
that'd be the best thing to do, and everybody get it over with.
Yeah,
That was
then-
it.
Then everybody can pay the
All right,
township
thank
taxes,
you.
yours won't be Addiston's little bit of taxes that they pay to us.
Right. I make a motion, we adjourn.
Margaret, it ain't gonna be much
Okay.
more, sweetheart, let me tell you. 'Cause
Motion
you're
to
wasting
adjourn by
$81,000 right
Kathy,
here.
Second it.
seconded by Al.
Okay.
I call for the vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay?
Mindy Auel,
Yay.
Kathy Byess,
Yes.
Ann Pillow, Al Glick,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yeah.